Hi, I'm Old Sneelock. Welcome to another episode of Old Sneelock's Workshop. Okay, got the vise ready to mount. Got the plate made. Okay, now we just assemble the vise. It should be the easiest of the whole thing. There we go. Been a long, slow process. Now to attach the screws that's going to hold the mounting plate in place. Makes a nice handhold. One, two. Right about here, I was starting to think, you know, if I'm going to be doing this, I probably ought to have an extension and the socket for the impact driver down here. That way I don't have to spend quite so much time cranking. There, we have a clean bench again. Now it's a lot more work than what I would normally want to do, but I think the bench vise is probably going to sit here the longest. But I knew just as soon as I bolted that bench vise down securely, I was going to need to put something longer in this bench vise here. So I needed to have it so that I could go back and forth. Not quickly, not easily, but doable. So now I have a bench vise that I can bolt right up here and use. This bench vise is really nice. It's not a known high value brand. I mean, it's a Mercury 4.5 inch vise. It's the only name it's got on it. I did find a couple of them, one in the Garage Journal. Most of them have a swivel base. This has got the fixed base. I like the fixed base better. Seldom do I ever use the swivel base, and more than likely it's going to be spinning around when I'm trying to hold something solidly in it. On the little bench vise that I drop into the woodworking vise over here, it doesn't matter because I don't use it for anything that heavy duty. This I want to be able to do fairly good solid assemblies in, and filing is his big strong suit. With this vise I want to be able to do heavy assemblies and filing. Filing is going to be its strong suit because you really need to have something solid. It also gets it up high enough that I'm not bent over doing the filing. That way when you're running across, you're not trying to compensate for the difference in height. Now you're always going to have something taller or shorter in the vise. I mean, that's just the nature of the beast. But this is going to get me where I'm going to be doing most of my work. So this is a good thing. And I'm looking forward to having a good solid bench vise. So I'll bolt this back down again and we'll get started on some of the other projects. If you have any suggestions for a new video, questions about today's video, or any of the other videos on the channel, just drop a note in the comments. You know I read them all. Thanks for watching.
This video is not to be viewed by anyone under the age of 13 in the U.S. or 16 in the European Union, without the express written permission of the parents or legal guardians of the underage person. Such written permission must be on file at the local government entity in charge of enforcing the rules and regulations established by the FTC. Anyone violating these terms is admitting by default that they hold harmless the owners and operators of this channel. Any and all questions should be addressed to your local branch of the FTC.